And hello to everyone. Welcome to the 2 lessons in this ESP session R.
The first is on the local policy temperature of famous electrical groups, and the second is the local policy.
Wi-Fi connectivity is implemented throughout the weather.
We see the first experiment, temperature measurement of the evil folk power unit.
After powering on, the SV Center R collects signals from the malicious power group.
Since the current temperature is out,
Mei Mei is fighting the epidemic at both mouths. As if 2 mouths were caught in the air.
Analog digital quantities were tested separately.
Voltage paper and actual temperature. Now, let's hold the cold electricity with our hands and leave. Temperature values rise on the ground.
After loosening, it slowly retreated.
High surprise and quick enjoyment.
The second lab sent weather during the time. 问为我不相信你，两眼空空。When powered on the ESP-CR automatically overheads the galley outward flipping device.
Listen to the interface via network request.
In the past, local pure events were carried out and listened to. Temperature and application degree.
At the same time through NTP network servers.
A synchronized standard time. Eventually, before the iPhone Sun Night release, the flat display was implemented.
Listening for the breath, temperature and degree.
川春, automatic face network and heart.
No manual teaching required.
No need for ear connectors. 10 wooden blocks outside are the main door home with 100 pieces. The absolute family 约安心.
In these moments, we will use the principles of the component world, helping me remember.
Familiarize yourself with the 4 degrees of writing the lab.
Stirred the 2 wooden beams thoroughly.
Next, let's introduce the top research store in UNGGen featured in this issue.
This is our comprehensive and new factory case. He hosted water temperatures, height, and sexual decline. We are changing by examining his leadership
to calculate and delete the current ambient temperature.
This time, we use the industry's strongest 10K rating.
Host. The nominal hosting refers to a 25% by spectral accuracy electrical hosts in the environment. BZG is a detailed temperature count of Lamy Electric Master.
This determines the pattern of water temperature changes in the chairman.
The second is the LCD 10202 with a single display. This is what we listen to when we take photos of our display device. 10202 means it can display the dot fan.
Each line has 6 servings. First, let's look at the code for the first trial.
Introduced the MASDHE mathematics library. Because our technical case temperature requires logarithmic and numerical measurements.
This is the core of our kitchen and warm company. This time, we are the first to collect nutrients from EADC.
AIOC 15 nutrition.
This is ESP3D ADC Yao-channel nutrition. Strong stability and not interference from Wi-Fi.
The established food cutting organization is the EU, and we affirm
the time of the unit corresponds to the electrical group.
The last 3 are for the discussion of civil editing group and new parameters,
calling the organization moment.
The nominal temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. It must be made to 39,950. The parameters of the long min genset you buy must be qualitative.
Otherwise, there would be no error in length.
The following are the main types of shipping and substitutions used for weighing and dispensing.
Raw values collected by ATC. The calculated voltage divider. Temperature counting implementation led by the organizer. The temperature of this implementation.
Next is beginner drawing code calligraphy. For numerical swaps, we only output numbers to swap serial ports.
Dual green balance 960万 used to print CUN data. This makes it easier for us to check and cool off. See the main ring core model. First, we have ADC color levels.
No logarithm presides over the simulation of the voltage divider point. The ESP32 is a 12-bit ADC.
So the numbers are changed from 0 to 495. The first press for matching is 0到 3.3 sheets. This art judgment tool is used for a straight pass rate. If the data taken is that the leader is close to 3 joule,
this indicates that the build is on or short-circuited.
Incision printing prompt. Avoid calculating temperatures incorrectly. The following line is for voltage calculation. Map ADC values from 0 to 495 to 0 to 3.
Timepieces with voltage values.
This is the ADC conversion formula.
Next is the presiding calculation. The inverse derivation is made using the serial voltage division formula.
On the timekeeping organization of famous shop owners.
This one is about temperature calculations. Here, we use the parameter equation for the main token of the famous store.
Simply put, this formula converts NTC hosting changes into open text's temperature.
Final antidote 273.
Convert it into everyday practical use.
The nominal temperature in the formula refers to the nominal structure. The B value is all the predefined theoretical electrical group and new parameters.
This ensures the accuracy of temperature reduction. Finally, we use the serial port to type the raw digital voltage indicator. Temperature.
Once the actual temperature is informed,
it updates every second to make it easier for us to check. Next, let's look at the wiring of the 11 lane. Special. Diagonally rotated. Connect to the control terminal at corner 351. Next, what about income?
Step by step,
the headscarf is handed over to him for the remaining 4 years.
So, Kawaguchi emptied the air and count 4 ins.
We held the change with our hands. When the voltage is really high, the actual temperature gradually changes. Alright, next we look at the stone waste.
But at the beginning, we introduced header files.
Each of the 4 libraries corresponds to 4 cores.
First and foremost is the iPhone CE.is display. Frequency driver, library.
The second is the ESP30R official Wi-Fi library. The third is the HTTP client library.
The fourth is the dedicated review format used to analyze interface bounce prevention listening styles.
Extract the temperature we need and listen appropriately for information. Next is the definition of new parameters. The first two lines are your Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password. When using it, you need to switch to your own home Wi-Fi information. Next up, Open What Map listens to the API secret medicine. Here, what matters here is a new heavy lottery empty spot. Loc CT is a citizen named Loc Contra is a national loan. The correct method is if CT equals Beijing and empty car equals CN. It turns out that the half-width cutting method causes the interface request to fail. The last two lines define the Wingxing parameters. When this time equals 10,000 hours, it represents is the listening value is updated every hour. Next, the screen specifications. The first night's gold was 6 trains and 2 voyages. The address for iPhone C is 0x27. Note here. Different iPhone C modules. The addresses are different. Maybe it's 0x27. Maybe it's 0x34. Everyone should adjust their experience according to their own screen. Since you see the move, it's very straightforward. First, make a move with a string of mouse. The head of the bow is set to require 1 by 20 people. Used to print outbound receiving status. Interface inversion data adjustment. The following line, initiate outsourcing pickup. Outside, the Divine Emperor was waiting to receive him successfully.
Leading the Chengdu Zhong wound continues to be targeted at the key point.
Let us know the program is running. After successful pickup, ESF3L or the route is taken. Zhou network, IP address. Release the iPhone C Night Boutique with a screen backlight ready cable. Make the content. Make the content. See the main type shouting below. First is a segment with a break that is definitely Qi and Xin. MUIS talks about implementing non-master timing every 15 times. Execute an update every second compared to the class and the description program. It does not understand this KS program. Then perform Wi-Fi status checks. Only when Wi-Fi reception is successful will the air listening obligation ball be sent. Next is interface address parallelism. According to the Open Wide Map interface specification, fully assembled tight ball addresses. Next, call FHHTP. Count it for it. Initiate towards the interface. Gate etc tight ball. The vaccination format used in previous sessions. Weather data at the same time. Chuang prints a complete package. Adjusts the data for the counter meeting. Using this control to analyze the quantity of defense. If parsing fails, the wound printing prompt prevents program crashes. Once the explanation is successful, we will present it. Actual driving weather temperature application data is required. NTP configuration with a 10 horsepower ported reverse rail interface. Server. Asynchronous standard time calls, formatic time and numbers. 贵的 numbering. 各日贵的 numbering. 贵的 numbering. Finally display it on an LCD. The first line shows the time and the sound status. The second row shows the temperature and degree applied. Finally, let me explain the 2 rebatting penalties. First, past synchronized network time extracted hours and minutes. Format it as the HHDMM auto-flashing method. It was displayed. At the same time, the wound printing time is easy to adjust. This call encapsulates the complete HTTP GET request. Said, initiate a request. Go over and curse host the counter meeting data. Close the connection and finally the interface for special review data. If you fail, do you print wrong?
This makes it easier for us to troubleshoot problems.
For example, the 40 waste is APIMIAOTO. 404 is a ground error. 400 is a parameter error.
If it's positive, I won't connect the wires for everyone.
Let's take a direct look at the experimental phenomena. Income is settled. And was the most skilled in handling instruments.
Surprisingly, it was at the convenience of the situation. It's a genuine display.
Great. Recently, make the feeling. Oh, he's shrouded in smoke and emptiness. Added to 1. No. Believe it. 吃蚁，没吃空，吃蚁。
Liu was a tenant. Wait.
Fitting. From Shilian Zhongdian, the incense official's dining place.
This issue's guest world number.